have a story, and I need you guys to see through the screen door by this bush. Hopefully it doesn't go anywhere and it stays there, but I need you guys to see this. Do you see this? Through the screen door looking at me. He's listening to me. I've been talking in the kitchen. Oh man, if I don't have a story about this guy right here that's gonna trip you out, guys. You see him, right? Good morning. Can't see it anymore when I get that close. Wonder if I open the screen if he'll leave. That's what I'm looking at right there. All right. Spiritual epiphany time. Here's my story. I was literally in my office this morning doing my morning routine and meditating and being self-aware and going within. As I was doing that, I got an overwhelming download and message that I wasn't alone, which ironically my mentor before she passed used to tell me all the time, Michelle, you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. And I used to take it in the physical sense of, but I am alone. I'm alone. I'm alone. Nonetheless, she would always say, Michelle, we're never alone. And I knew what she was saying, but it never really registered until this morning during my morning routine that we're never alone. And I started to cry uncontrollably because I realized, like, I am surrounded by loving spirit and ancestors, the universe, God, one love. Like, we're all connected, we're all breathing, we're all here. And so I just had this moment of realization and gratitude and pure love of being one and knowing that I wasn't alone. And so then I playfully turned and looked out my window in the office, and I looked and I saw that there was a bunny, a rabbit, out eating on the weeds that I need to pull. And as it was eating on the leaves, I just decided I was going to telepathically tell it to look at me. And I kept telling the bunny, look at me, look at me. If we're all connected and I'm not alone, look at me. Stop eating the weeds and look at me. And it never stopped eating the weeds and looked at me. In fact, at one moment I thought it was going to, but it actually hopped to another bush and started eating those weeds. And I just tried a little bit harder, and I got very intentional and I got very conscious with it. And I said, look at me, stop eating the weeds and look at me. So fast forward to, I had some energy this morning and I ended up making breakfast for my daughter and I. And we're eating breakfast and I'm talking and we're just chatting it up. And I see this guy that I just started recording, literally just sitting there, staring at me.